Alright, so after waiting about 4 weeks for my painter to be able to take my Jeep, I finally got this thing stripped down and ready to take it in to get paint tomorrow morning. So it took him, he originally told me about 3 weeks, ended up being about 4 weeks until he could take the Jeep. So it gave me some extra time with it, and I got to take a lot of the stuff off, essentially saving myself a lot in labor. So let me show you what I've done. I would wheel this thing out into the sun where it'd be a little bit better light, but it is like 95 degrees out and it is really hot. So I want to do it in the garage. So for starters, I took these snaps off. These are the snaps that went with the old school soft top, and then of course wrote fill all the holes, all the snap holes. Don't fill fender flares. So it's kind of fun marking on the Jeep and kind of labeling it. And I went through literally the entire Jeep and stripped it all down, pretty much everything I could. So the one thing about this Jeep that's bothered me from day one is that the hood is a different color than the rest of it. You can really see the outline of the Laredo sticker. So I took the Laredo sticker off, not a Laredo Jeep, but apparently somebody taped over it and then painted the hood a different color. And the reason and logic behind that, I don't know. Maybe we'll learn something when we strip it down or when the painter strips it down. So took the windshield wipers off, the cowl, completely stripped down this front end, took the bumpers off. So one of the things that my Jeep has had on it from the beginning, and I painted them black, are these stainless steel pieces that go down on the rocker. And I took these off, broke literally every bolt while removing them. They were just old, and that's what was underneath. So nothing that looks too scary. This is all just surface stuff here. But I'm glad I'm getting this done because I did not know it looked like that underneath there. And these pieces kind of go along the back too, and they wrap around to right there. So all those parts right there, the roll bar, the two bumpers, the spare tire carrier, those rocker protectors and the rear rocker protectors, all that stuff I'm taking to the Line-X dealership and getting it all Line-X'd. Just a little added durability and protection, and everything will look the same and be the same color. So here's all the stuff that I've taken off, and I just tried to organize it the best I could. I went a little crazy with the little Ziploc bags, but just make sure I don't lose anything. So I got this dash pad here. This is the original dash pad. And then right behind that, in a bag, I've got my new dash pad. And the reason that I bought a new dash pad is because there's a couple of cracks in my old one. But the new dash pad with the rock hard 4x4 sport cage, you need to have the kind that tapers down at the end like that. Versus the one I had, which doesn't have that taper. So I would have to cut this piece and trim it to get my rock hard sport cage in there. So I just bought a new one. I wanted to get a new one anyways. There's a crack right there in this one. So the other cool thing that I got, or I think it's cool, is a stainless steel dash panel. Now this isn't a polished stainless steel, it's just like a brushed stainless steel. So that will replace the dash, and I'll put that in after I get it back from paint. So I'm super excited to get this thing painted. I've been waiting for this a long time. I've done so much mechanical work, and it's always the cosmetic stuff that you do last because you want it to be, you know, reliability first. So it's running pretty good. The painter said he'd have it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll see how it comes out. Thanks for watching. The next update I'm really excited about because it'll be freshly painted, and I'll have my stainless steel dash in, all the bumpers Line-X'd and some other parts Line-X'd, the roll bar, the sport cage, all that should be installed, and it should look like a totally different Jeep, so stay tuned.